guys, it's Sean here from the XMARGH channel. Alright, so we got Brad's 1000 XMR here, 2015. This is the first video review I did back in 2015 for it, when he had first gotten it. And basically want to do a walk around of what he's done since then. He's done a lot, and let's start this off. So sorry guys, the wind, I feel the wind blowing, so I imagine the audio won't be the greatest, but let's go over some of the things that he's got on here. We'll start at the back. So he's got the tiger tail on here. Give you guys a good shot of that and how it's mounted. Tucks in there up really nicely. Notice a lot of people are starting to go to these. It's awesome, saves so much time. He's got the BRP diff boot protectors, as well as you can see he's got the bellows. So he's removed the vent lines, gone with the bellows. I definitely got a set too. I haven't put them on yet. And for those who are getting some water in past their seals, and even though their seals are good, this seems to be the solution to fix that. It's a first gen bellows from the Outlanders, and you can buy that at the BRP dealership. What I'll do is I'll put a part number down for you guys, but I know everyone on our team is starting to switch to these, regardless if your seals are good or not. You know, when you get a hot diff and you get in the cold water, it lets a little bit by as you get some miles on your unit. So let's go ahead and move on. He's removed, and this is gonna, I know a few people are gonna have some comments here, but he's removed the factory shocks and went with the non-adjustable Fox podiums. And what he's done from Extreme Chris Black's, he got the spacers here, and he's also got the 1000 XMR springs on these podiums. So it's not the factory springs, it's the 1000 springs that came with this bike, plus the spacers, and it rides really well. The factory shocks these things come with, if you really know what you're doing with shocks, yeah, you can spend a lot of time fine-tuning them, but just never seem to get them to ride well. So you have the opportunity to do a swap. He's done that. He's really happy with how it rides. So he really likes it. So I mean, that's what's important. Some people are going to have some comments, but it's all up to the owner, right? We'll go around and we'll go to the exhaust. So he's got an NPP, super nasty, custom powder coated. It's got that manta green tip on there, and it's got the gloss black on the body. Awesome sound. The 1000 actually sounds a little different than I've noticed on the 850. I actually find I like the exhaust note on the 1000 better. I don't know why, but it has a different exhaust note, and I really love how this pipe sounds. It's a little bit loud, but I don't think you can find anything that sounds better. He's got the rear rack extensions on here from BRP, and tire and wheel combo. So he's got 30-inch silverbacks, a little bit different though. He's got the 14x7 beadlock rims, so the tire's not going to come off the bead. Also keeps stuff from getting caught in this bead. And I know I had this with my ATP 312s, 312s, where you could, I want to blow in the bead because I would get grass and everything caught in between. That kind of solves this issue. So he's got 30x9s by 14 in front, and once again, if you watch my 800 walk around video, he has 30x11 by 14s out back. So he's actually running a skinny wide combination, and when you actually look at it, you can actually kind of see it sticks out just a bit. And once again, it really helps to get you paddled through. Once the fronts break through whatever material or ground they're working on, those wides out back help kind of grab on the sides and get you paddled forward. And talking with Brad, he feels the same way. It's a huge advantage to have these 11s on the back compared to the factory skinnies. So he's really happy with that. We're gonna go around talking about rims and tires. Go ahead, and he's got a QSC adjustable clutch kit, along with the secondary spring, and he's running the Maverick belt, which most of us are all running Maverick belts, and it's been pretty good for him. Everyone would like to have a full primary and billet secondary and drop 2300 Canadian, but we're not all there, and this is actually a really good kit. Hasn't had a problem. Now we'll go ahead and we'll move on. Same things I have. Original Mont's design has the bar riser, 2-inch solid, really made really nicely, machined extremely well, fits no problem, colors match. Manta green is a real bugger to match, and if you actually look at this bike, you can kind of see a few little variances even in the factory powder coating. So the fact he's got it that close is pretty amazing. go ahead here, and he's got the riser like I do, but he actually has a better kit. Go ahead and pull this off. He actually has the CVT intake and the air intake in here, so it's removed the factory air intake, which is actually a really good kit. I'd actually like to run this one if I had the opportunity. Now I've already done just the air intake riser, so I won't, but if I bought another XMR, I would definitely do this kit. I like it better than the PVC risers. As you guys know, PVC risers for me, I'm not a fan of them, and I like how this kit fits. It's a little bit of a bugger to cut though. BRP basically gives you a template underneath here, which you have to cut out. I used a 360 degree saw to do it. Definitely you gotta have patience. It's not easy. The other thing I'll add is he's got the there we go. Just recently added the fan override, which is actually that's pretty cool to have. Around the front, I'll show you guys. Got the Pines XMR rad insert. Believe it or not, this has come a long way. This is actually on Osta's Shorty 1000 his wife's built, so kind of funny where parts land up. Now I talked to you in the other video about using a 4,500 pound winch. He actually has a KFI 4,500 pound winch. It's got the original mods design fair lead here, rubber stopper, and KFI rubber stopper, KFI hook. And if I can point in there, that is the big 4,500 in there. So yes, it does fit, and yes, it is tight, but it fits in there. Going to be interested to see how this goes. He's used it a couple of times. They are a little bit slower because they have that gear reduction in them and that huge motor, but I have no doubt that this thing will pull a house down. So I don't think we're going to have any winch problems with that. One of the things on the 1000 XMR, due to the extra weight, is usually the factory worn winches don't last. Usually wind up breaking the rollers. They're cast aluminum, and the roller usually splits, or it tears apart, or it crushes. This is not the only bike I've seen. I've seen it on another 1000, so definitely won't have a problem with that winch. We'll go here, and he's got the original mods gas cap. He also has the original mods knuckle shifter. Get you guys a view of that. Alright, so another thing I wanted to show you guys is with that NPP, you really need to add fuel with any aftermarket exhaust, 800, 850, 1000, any Can-Am. They're really lean from the factory. When you put a pipe, you are not going to gain any power. You're only going to hurt the machine. So you got to get a fuel controller. So he actually has the Bomb Racing fuel controller on there with a custom map for this 1000 for that NPP. So it's really awesome that that's plug and play and really no adjustments needed. And the airbox. Some of us have got away with, and I didn't explain this in my last video, but they actually, Outsiders Mud Crew, OMC makes a nice thick gasket seal for these. And it's worked really well on mine, but depending on the condition of your cap for your air intake box, it may not be enough. So what he's done is went ahead and RTV silicone sealed this all up so it's airtight. So, you know, when you do get deep, it's not going to get in there. But I've had luck with the OMC and not really leaking, but, you know, it depends on, you know, how straight your actually air intake cap is. So, all right, guys, if you seen anything that I haven't covered or you have questions, feel free to shoot them up on the channel, comment on this video. Once again, I want to appreciate everyone who's subscribed to the channel, watches our videos, you know, leaves us messages on Facebook, on YouTube. We thank you guys, and yeah, so stay tuned, guys. We're going to be heading out this Saturday. Got a good run here in hometown of Cochrane, so stay tuned for that, and we'll catch you guys later.